All right, we had some issues, but we sorted them out mostly. Hope everyone's doing okay. Um, just a minor hiccup. Hello, Teddy. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, the old stream exploded. Yeah, sorry guys, the old stream exploded. Um, Basically, I guess I had some music going on in the background, and the stream heard it and was like, "You can't do this," and so it shut it down. So weird. All right. Okay, sweet. How's everyone doing? Yo yo yo. What's up, Dalton? Hello, Amal. Anurag. Good to see you all. Glad that you're okay. Teddy is not wanting to be here. He wants to be out somewhere. What's up, Kathleen? Dude, we're not playing. We played like 20 minutes ago. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Vivian. All right. Well, hopefully you guys are all doing all right today. Um, we will wait for a few more to hop on. So what's new, guys? Throw it up in the what's up, Ethan Win? Dune okay? Yeah, it's for a lot of us that's kind of the best we can be doing right now. But um hello Hannah. Hello Sareem. Welcome back everyone. Welcome back. Um so in my life, things have been pretty normal. You can see Teddy has been used to having me around a lot more, so he is much more needy than normal, which has been so much fun. Um, really enjoy him needing constant attention at all times, like right now. Just great. Yeah. So I've talked to Nathan a few times. He's been tearing up those College Board prompts, and just watching their YouTube streams. What's up, Med? Yeah, definitely worth your time though. I've had a chance to watch some of them as well. Uh, at first, I was quite hello, Kaylin. Quite skeptical, but they've looked great. So if you've got the time, yeah, yeah, Vivian, that's dangerous. Should I have put a warning up on my Sigmund Freud video beforehand? Ah, it's better. It's better. It's better that way. What's up, Samra? How are you? Um, yeah, the Freud video is always pretty eye opening. I just it's one of those. It's my favorite lecture day, um, just because it's so much fun to talk about. And um, I mean, you guys, people from first semester, I'm sure, can recall the awkwardness that ensues from that lecture. That's fabulous. Yeah, I miss you too, Yash. Miss you guys as well. Yeah, it's just not the same. Just not the same. So, I mean, I feel fortunate that the transition for us was quite easy. Just because you guys are used to doing online stuff with me, but yeah, it's been pretty lame. It's been pretty lame. So, and yeah, in like a month we'll be off. Yeah. So, what I have done for you guys specifically, and I'll do this every day, um, is as Nathan said, there's like these practice ones. You really want to go? Teddy, you realize you're the only reason people stick around. All right, I gotta let my dog out. I don't know what he wants to do, but I can't remember the last time he really wanted to leave. You want to abandon me. This is actually nice. All right, hold on. Alright, you guys are stuck with me. This is it. He's out. And you guys got to see my awesome Batman pajamas. My mom got those for me. They're pretty amazing. So you know what? Forget you, Teddy. Get out of here. I'm the main person today. I'm the important one. Okay. I gotta turn that off. Boop. Alright, sweet. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with a couple things here. First off, I have posted, or let's just transition to um, the AP exam, and I don't think, this isn't big enough. I mean it's not, yeah, it's not big enough, but that's okay. Okay. So this is, can I manipulate this while we're on here? Is this gonna work? This is gonna work. Okay. So we'll just forget about me, which is crazy. Okay. So once again, this is your the AP exam. It's going to be on the 19th. Here's your time frame. Basically, as it says, what's going to happen is the test is going to be set up for this time, and you'll have 25 minutes to do the first prompt, and then you'll have like 5 minutes to turn it in. So I'm not 100% sure if that's like you only have 25 minutes, which I think that's what it's going to be, where it's you have 25 minutes, times up, and then you'll have a 5 minute section of like, okay, turn this in, and then the next one will start, and the next one is 15 minutes, and then you'll have 5 minutes to turn that one in. So unless someone has heard otherwise, I believe that is what we are going to be looking at. And yes, if you already knew this, I understand. I'm just trying to give some people more time to hop in, if not. So obviously questions 1 and 2, 25, 15 minutes. Here is the percentage of what they're being weighed, 55 versus 45. And then the first part's concept application, so it's basically you have the full spread, all of the different chapters are fair game, and then question 2 is really just going to be over research methods. And so that is what we're going to be looking at today, is we'll just be focusing on this on the right hand side, question 2. Let's see what else is in here. Yeah, units 1 through 7, we're not going to do social psychology or abnormal psychology. That stuff's out the window. You first semester people, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Second semester people, we never even covered it. So yeah, you can see, they just kind of talk to you a little bit about it. But that's going to be our FRQ. That's going to be our AP exam. And the thing is I would just encourage you guys not to panic. The real thing is that if we access it on a computer but do it on paper, do we have to take a picture of our paper with the I don't even know if you have to do it with a webcam. I think that'll be, Nathan, I think that'll be part of the open-endedness on how you turn it in, because I've heard that you can take a picture and send it. Um, so I'm not 100% sure on that. I am sure that at some point they'll lay out all of that exactly. It'll be clear that they're not gonna screw us over there. So okay, so transition. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So let's just talk about what these are going to be. So we have every single day we'll be covering a different chapter, and then what is okay. Actually, before I do that, let's jump back to the FRQ. So if you go to College Board, if you go to your College Board, go to your like classroom or whatever. I have posted two questions for you, two FRQ questions for you, and it's the if you write them out, when you are done, you will be able to look at like the answers of them, and I'll show you what that looks like kind of at the end of today's lecture discussion stuff. So I'll show you all what that looks like at the end, but just recognize that you'll need to access College Board in order to do that. So if you're having trouble with any of that, let me know, and I can help you out. Yes, open note means you can use whatever you want. Thank you, Nathan. Yeah, you can use whatever you want. But here's the thing, like it's going to be a time thing, and as we work on FRQs throughout the next 3 weeks, you're going to realize that 25 minutes really isn't that much time, um, and um and it's just going to burn you if you like you're going to get you want to answer the question. This is what I would do. If there is a thing that you have to look up, do it last. That should be the last thing that you do, because what you don't want to do is you don't want point A to be like, okay, I have to look this up. Okay, I looked it up, answered it, and then get to the next point and be like, I know this 100%. Oh crap, I ran out of time and I only got to write about half of it. So write about the stuff that you know 100%, and then look up that other stuff. But remember, your order is very, very important. Amal, it doesn't matter. Um, it is whichever you write better, or whichever you are faster with, because they're not going to count like grammatical errors or spelling errors. So when you're so that that's actually a really good point, that I want to bring up with that. So if you are on your computer and you see a bunch of like blue lines and stuff, don't waste your time fixing those things, because you're not like no unless your sentence makes no sense, your grader is not going to be looking at any of that kind of stuff. They're not going to be concerned with your grammar. They're just concerned with whether or not you are answering the questions and you're doing the prompt properly. So if you spell something wrong, you're typing it up and you have to go back, right click on it, get the right thing, forget it. I know that might drive you crazy a little bit, and I think with your final 5 minutes, you'll have time to go and make those corrections. But man, just leave it. So Amal, it doesn't matter. Um, the thing is that your handwriting isn't. There are a couple people, like your handwriting has to be really, really, really bad, like really bad, like illegible. I always have a couple students, and if I can't think of any of you guys off the top of my head, but there are a couple of you that need to type this out. But for the most part, you should. If you think you're faster writing, then I would do it, and you can test it with some of these FRQs that I put out. So just totally up to you on what you want to do. So not that big of a deal. All right. Okay. So format for these classes. So normally I'd have, so for you guys, we haven't done one of these like, so normally we would be just doing like multiple choice questions and stuff like that. And so we're going to do a lot less of that. Um, there's going to be some lecture points. I'm going to field questions. I'm going to have you write like short answer type thing, like type up or write out short answer type things. Um, if you guys don't like really have any questions, um, and we'll talk about the FRQ writing process again. So you know that's kind of the scope and what I'm looking to do on these things. And um, it is not imperative that you show up to every one of these streams. Each of the streams is over a specific chapter, um, but it's up to you. Like you guys have, I know you have lots of other stuff. I know all your classes are throwing things at you. I know you're going to be studying for all sorts of AP exams. Um, but I'm just showing that I'm here and I'm doing the best that I can to help you guys. So um, the FRQs will be posted. I'll try to give you 2 for every chapter. Some chapters really don't have a lot of good FRQs to write on, so you might have to deal with just having 1. So yeah, let's start with this. Do you have any specific questions before we get started? If that's a no for you, type in no. I wanna get some yeses. Like I wanna. If you got nothing, we'll move forward. But I want to know if you guys have anything that you need, um, anything specific that needs to happen, or that needs to be talked about before I get rolling. Okay. Just give me like a thumbs up if you're like good to go, ready to rock and roll. You can't access the Unit 3 exam on College Board. Sakshi, I only open that up to specific people. There was a student that needed to make up that exam, so that's not for anyone. All right, here we go. What up, Cash? Long time no see. Long time no see. Okay, so really quick, can you talk about? I possibly can. Also, before we get going, you need to start hollering at your brothers and sisters that are not in here. So it's go time for this AP exam. I unfortunately do not have the same access to you guys to yell at you for not showing up to these AP exams. Um, so you guys you guys got lucky. I usually harass my students to no end, trying to get them prepared for these AP exams. So you have the safety of your home to hide behind. But hey, get the word out. Like if people aren't showing up to these, like you know, it's time to start, beating them up. Okay. Um, yeah. So Nathan, that's the key right there. So when you're like, how do they want us to talk about measures of central tendency? Yes, it is self-explanatory, but remember um, everything that you are explaining to a elementary school person. You are explaining this to someone who has no idea what is going on. And I've tried to be, like I've been clear with that um on your previous like FRQs and stuff. And so that just it holds every time. If you are using a term in an FRQ that um it isn't if it is a term that is specifically a psychological terminology, if you were talking about a certain thing and you decided to use measures of central tendency to explain something, you just have to explain it. So every time you use some type of psychological terminology, you can just do a quick little blurb on what that is. So for measures of central tendency, you would literally just say the mean is the average of the set of numbers. Boom. Yeah, like you don't need to go crazy with it. You don't need to go over the top trying to explain all the nuances or whatever. If it's simple, keep it simple. Explain it in one sentence, and no one's gonna be upset that you didn't write a paragraph on it. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. So what I want to do is I just kind of want to go through um, not like my lecture notes, but I just wanted to like run through some of these um, like psychological terminology. Where is my brain? There it is. I found it. Okay, hold on. This was set up and then it just exploded. So I have to figure this out now. Why is this not working? Okay, sweet. Okay, so that's annoying. So go to your awesome review. It is the thing that I posted to you guys. Um, it's on the schedule. It's on the schedule that I sent to you guys. It's just called the awesome review or whatever. Um, it's hard for me to like post on here because it doesn't really like stick. It's it's weird. I haven't figured out how to get like documents on here that don't just like go crazy whenever you try to like manipulate them or move them around or whatever. So just hop over to the yeah, and window capture. This doesn't really work. Okay, it's no worries. If we were on Zoom, I could share my. Wait, could I just do window capture?